let's start this off with something. Welcome to London.
Thank you.
Welcome back to London as well. You've
Yeah.
such a long association with the city. First things first, how are you doing today? And has the journey been into the UK been comfortable?
Well, thank you for asking. I'm doing fantastic. I mean, we are definitely a little bit tired from so much moving around. This summer tour is quite long, and me personally, I haven't been home for like 3 months. Between some work that we had to do with the band and the touring itself, it's been a journey. It's been nice and easy to come here, to arrive here. We did have, however, a border and a ferry during the night, so we didn't really sleep much. Everybody's trying to recuperate during the day and sleep in a little bit, but other than that, it's great. It's always a pleasure to be in the UK. Thank you.
I'm glad it went as smoothly as possible, considering, as you said, summer's been such a busy one. You've been basically going non-stop since looks like the end of June, but a couple more days and it looks like it's basically break time. Are you looking forward to that break, especially considering what comes after? You've got Australia, China, Japan, Latin America, all up next, but it looks like you've got a couple of weeks break.
Yes, it's exactly, give or take 18 days. I will be home, specifically me, maybe even a little bit less if you don't count the arrival and the departure day. Actually, it's 16. So I'm happy to have a small break, for sure, because I've been missing my bed. But also I like to, kind of sit down for a second, breathe out before the next tour, in a way, preparing my body and mind for a new journey.
Yeah.
Because yes, indeed, like you just mentioned, we will have certain really far away countries. It's going to be a lot of flying around between cities, and Australia, Japan, China, Latin America. First time ever, all of these, and we're excited. We don't know what to expect. We've heard certain stories from our friends musicians about these countries, but that's about it. So we are very, very excited.
It's incredible. So many first timers. I mean, you're right. You hear stories. I've never been to Japan. I've never seen shows in Japan, but I've seen footage and I've heard the stories. And over there, they have an incredible love for the kind of music.
Yeah,
so,
I've heard.
It's going to be something special.
Yeah.
Before all of that, though, of course, you are in the UK right now, and a few hours away from decimating the Underworld in London.
Yes.
Do you think Infected Rain has a good relationship with this city, and that when you come here, people make it worth your while?
So far so good. To be honest, we have a really high number of pre-sale, almost sold out. If I understand correctly, this place is not gigantic, but the pre-sales are very awesome, and I hope there's going to be some more people that will come in today and fill out the little spots that are still available.
I can confirm, having just walked through from the entrance, the queue is very long already. The doors have only just opened, which is always a great sign for this venue.
It's a good sign, yes.
What is it about London compared to other cities around the world that just feels special to you?
I think that in order for me to answer this question, I would have to stay a little longer in London, because so far the 3 or 4 times that we've played in the city were really chaotic. We arrive, we have so much to do during the day, not much time to visit, not much time to see around. And I would love to have at least a small vacation to explore at least the monuments and the nature and the historical, historically important places. I did not have the chance to do that yet. I will be honest. So
such as touring life, it'd be great to have that day, as you say, where you could just explore.
Maybe in the future, we will have either a day off, or I can just come here, for this specific reason. So
we'll cross that bridge when it comes to it. This is, of course, a flying visit, as you said, because you're playing Manchester tomorrow, and then in Swindon on Saturday for Deprivation Festival. 3 places in the UK, 3 different crowds, but all with one thing in common, of course, a love of Infected Rain. What do those who come along to see you at any of these shows kind of need to do to ensure you go back home satisfied with this visit?
Only one thing: to just make sure to enjoy the moment. That's all we are asking, because we understand we are all human beings, and we understand how difficult life can be. We all have problems at work, at home, in our relationships, and bills to pay, and worries that keep us awake at night, and music is here as the first aid for these moments. And I just want to invite everybody to actually allow themselves to enjoy this moment and be in that moment, and let the music actually speak to you. And hopefully, you can fall in love with Infected Brain forever.
It'll be a lot of people's first times as well. But speaking of first time, of course, Bloodstock 2024, just going back a few weeks.
Yes.
We were hoping to speak with you there.
It didn't work out.
No, because I think you had trouble getting in or something.
Yes, it was a
so
long
a lot of it was
drive.
cancelled and stuff. But that's why we're speaking to you today. So it's a pleasure.
Thank you so much for not giving up on us.
No,
the touring life is. You depend on traffic.
It's a festival as well.
Yeah.
I'd be surprised if it ever completely runs smoothly.
Yeah.
So, but it was, of course, your first time, and it was an incredible show. Do you have fond memories of that?
Absolutely. It was absolutely amazing. First of all, I think we had such a unique and special time. We played at like 9 p.m. The crowd was nice and warmed up, nice and ready. The whole festival itself was really great. Sound-wise, energy-wise, we enjoyed it. We really did. And I remember when the offer came in for this festival, I was like, yes! For me, certain festivals are milestones in the career of a band, and this was one of them.
Great to have it knocked off, and look forward to you coming back. There's another, obviously you're inside the tent, the selfie stage this time around. There's a big old stage.
We hope so. That's what they've been saying, that next time we will try to do that. Yeah.
Well, last time we spoke, it was February, and Time had just come out. It's been a little over 6 months now, of course. Dust is beginning to settle on it to a degree. Are you pleased, when you looked at the last 6 months, by the overall reaction to the album and how it's performed so far?
Absolutely. I think it's beyond any of our expectations. We try not to have any high expectations in general when it comes to any release, because we mainly do it for our own pleasure, for ourselves, for our own peace of mind, and we make sure that we love it. And I think that is the key when it comes to art. Sometimes people forget that they do it for themselves in the first place, and when you are sincere with your art, people can feel it, and people are drawn to it. At least I know I am, because I listen to a lot of music, and that really is important for me. So Time so far has brought us only positivity, fulfillment, and a lot of excitement.
Have you found it's kind of resonating with your listener base in a different way compared to previous releases?
I think so, yes. For us as well, actually. It's almost like a new era in our career. We changed 2 band members from a 5 musician band, we switched to 4. There's been some interesting changes in the sound with addition of the 8-string guitar, and new equipment that we purchased for our production, for our sound. We have new crew members, and everything is just next level right now for us. And I think it delivers for people as well, because it's very important. As the more comfortable an artist feels on stage, the more it can deliver. It means that people can receive it and understand better the music, the art itself. Because when you are overwhelmed with problems and what about this, what about that, you are a little bit lost, and you forget that you are here to actually play music in the end of the day. So that helped a lot. So this year we feel that us as musicians and as people, we are a little bit more open and a little bit more given, because we have the opportunity for the first time to actually, there are people that are taking care of us.
Yeah.
And our team is such a big team now, and everybody that works with us are absolutely amazing. So
the word comfortable comes to mind. Things feel more comfortable now.
Comfortable, yeah.
Is there one particular track from the album that you've been kind of surprised to see become quite as popular? Maybe it was one that you initially didn't think it would hit quite as well as it has, and it just has blown up.
Yes, actually, Lighthouse. It's a more how to say, a slower song, and to be honest with you, even though we all loved it, and we still decided to create a really unique music video for it and present it to people, even though I remember we all said we probably will never even play this song live because it's slower and it like gives in a way like a different atmosphere to people, like, because you know there are songs that are like, this is a live song, and this is not really. It's a great song, but it's not. And it's really, I've been surprised because even on my Patreon closed community of fans, I do often certain polls with certain questions, and everybody was opting to see that song sing through, and it was, for me, it was a big discovery. I really thought it would be some other songs.
How encouraging, though,
yeah,
right?
Very encouraging.
That response to something, as you said, it was quite different.
Different, yeah.
Have you had time to stop and appreciate what you've accomplished so far with this release? Because, of course, when you're this constantly busy, not just with touring life, but just in life in general, taking that moment to stop and just think, okay, we've accomplished this. Yeah. It's very difficult. Have you had that moment?
Yes, I actually took that moment for the first time in my entire career to celebrate the release of this album properly, because in the end of the day, it's like our baby, and we've seen it, you know, conceive really in our mind, and then become something together, and then grow, and then become something else, and then grow again. And yeah, for the first time actually, when the album finally released, I literally celebrated the entire day with my friends and my family over FaceTime, and I listened to the album the entire day. I did this, I never did this before.
Oh wow.
With any albums before.
Okay,
yeah.
Wow. Why? What made it so different for you?
I think that I am really happy right now in the band, and there is some sort of balance that we were missing in the past, because there were certain things we were going through, and unfortunate events, and then COVID, and so many things were happening. And here finally we could see certain results, we could see certain feedback, and our entire team, label, management, crew members, and booking agents, they are all so excited for this record, so supportive with this record, and we could feel that, and that is so encouraging, you know.
That feeling still exists,
oh,
though, right?
Absolutely, absolutely.
You know, beginning of the year, such a great release, of course, and we are now in September. Well, we're about to hit September.
Yeah.
Of course, the last part of the year, it's just blown by. I know the album's called Time and all that, but it is so relevant that it does feel like it's flying by.
It sure does.
Let's just quickly talk about show tonight, in particular, a set list. You've got a lot of material, of course, a new album to promote. How easy has it been to put together the set list for these shows?
You know how difficult? It's so difficult that, in fact, we are playing like almost every single song from the album today. That's how difficult it was to choose. We are having a longer set list for the club shows, and in fact, if you saw our performance in Bloodstock right now, it's going to be a completely different performance because there's more songs, and we can do more and talk more to the audience. Of course, there's more intimacy in a club show, but I think we are playing like 10 out of 12 or 9 out of 12, something like that.
It's an album on full tour.
Yes,
basically.
exactly.
But here's what we're here for, right? Of course, it's to promote this new album. We want to hear those songs. But so far, then, what tracks from the new album have you noticed just been absolutely causing carnage in the live environment?
For the shows? That's many. Definitely Vivarium, and definitely Dying Light.
Yeah, of course.
Never to Return also quite gives a good kick. I think it's another good one is The Answer Is You as well for the live show.
Yeah, it's all of it basically. It's going to be an incredible show. Cannot wait to see it, of course. And good luck for the rest of the year. Hope you enjoy your break first, of course.
Thank
you.
Goddamn,
good luck in China, Japan, Latin America, all that.
I hope you're going to enjoy the show, and thank you so much for the answers. And
so happy to realize I'm there. Your fear is your own. No one will care. Set fire to the world's dawn. From harm. The sign of night while your mind is racing.
Thank you very much for watching. If you'd like to see more content like this, please consider hitting the subscribe button. It is gratefully appreciated. You can find us over at gbhbl.com, our full website, where reviews, news and so much more goes up daily. We're also on all social media platforms: Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, Threads, at GBHBL. Just search for GBHBL and you will find us out there. We also have merchandise on sale. You can access the shop via the website.